Now, what I said on this day in December 2006 is I said, help me more, please. And I don't remember this situation, so I don't specifically remember the particular brother that I wanted to judge. But maybe it's one person that's popping into my mind, because there is a person that's popping into my mind, so maybe it's that person. I don't know for sure. But I do remember being afraid. I do actually remember being afraid of how that person practiced the Course. It actually did scare me. It's funny because you could argue that his practice was no different than mine, because I do teach that the world is not real. And that was his primary practice, was the world is not real. Whenever anything came up in his mind, his answer was the world is not real, and he would quickly dismiss it. But it scared me, because my fear said that my brother was lying to himself, that he didn't have an honest experience of the world is not real, and that he was using it to deny, using it to look away. And it scared me. Now again, I don't know if we're talking about this particular brother or not, and maybe we'll find out as we move forward, but as I remember it now, as I looked at this fear, it seems like it scared me because it seemed to bring up the idea that we could fool ourselves. That we could fool ourselves. And that idea frightened me. So let's read a little more about this particular circumstance. So I asked Holy Spirit to help me more, please. And the answer was, you fear. This is what you need to see. When you look at your brother and you are tempted to judge, you are hiding from your fear. You are avoiding looking at it. So again, he's telling us, as we want to judge each other's practices or each other's understanding of the Course, what we're really doing is we are avoiding looking at our own fear, that maybe we are wrong. Or maybe like the fear that I had, the fear that we might be fooling ourselves. Holy Spirit continues, when you look at your brother and see your temptation to judge, realize that you want to judge because you fear. Then say to yourself, I do not really want to judge. I want to turn my eyes from my brother and look at me. I want to see my fear. I want to look at this fear with the Holy Spirit and let it go.